Hello,
And welcome
to the Hardest Podcast.
Ain't this the hardest
Podcast.
you ever heard? Ain't this the hardest
Podcast.
you ever heard? Ain't this the hardest?
Podcast.
I'm Brad.
And I'm Matt. Today, we're going to be talking about a variety of things. Well, let's just jump right into it. Yeah?
What are you going with? Who's
Well, I'm starting with, as we are filming TV students, I thought we'd start with, classic films.
That is so weird because I've gone with TV.
You got with TV? That is
amazing.
It's almost like we
melt.
scripted it.
Mind melt that.
And it's disappeared. Alright, anyway. So, what I want to talk about first is Johnny English. Now, this is going to be the third installment, Johnny English Strikes Back. Do you remember watching the first one?
Oh yeah.
I absolutely loved it. I don't know about you. It was one of the best. It was my whole
Honestly.
childhood. Boff. Remember Boff? Was that with the nose like that?
yeah.
Whatever. Basically. And then they made the second one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Johnny
Johnny English. The
Redemption?
Something like.
Something like that. With Armitage Shanks, the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
That in it. Bit weird. But then Boff wasn't in that one.
Was the second one not the Savage one? Or was that the first one?
No, Salvage was the first one.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, and the second one was the one with that Chinese woman.
Yeah, no, the
And
other
she had
one.
like
She
she had the back. Yeah, that's it with the Hoover. Yeah.
But Boff wasn't originally in that one, which is a bit. That actually didn't make it for me. But now in this next one, he's in it. But he's back in it again, guys. You know, Boff, good old big old Boff, my favourite character ever. And it starts out opening with Johnny English in a schoolroom.
Oh, I've
with
seen the
with the
trailer.
martinis.
Yeah.
You're rocking rather whatever.
You look rather beautiful today.
That's the one. You look rather
Just
beautiful today.
Photoshop martini glass.
Ding. I just think that Rowan Atkinson is probably one of the best actors.
Yeah,
One of
100%.
them. Do you ever watch Blackadder?
Yeah. We had to watch it in history in
Did
high
you
school. To
actually?
be honest, with you, yeah.
No, we watched it for drama in high school, and it's just the funniest.
It is.
I don't know what it
It
is.
has its own sense of comedy. It is, in a sense, quite acute in that it probably has quite a niche audience now compared to what it would have had when it first broadcast,
when it first
aired. Yeah.
came out, it must have been amazing.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
something like everyone watched it. It's almost like not Corrie, but something along the lines
Yeah,
of something as popular.
It's renowned. Isn't
It
it
is
in a
renowned.
sense?
I just Rowan Atkinson. I don't know what else. The only issue is Mr. Bean was a bit. I don't know about Bean.
But that's only because, though, Dom's behind the camera shaking his head, he disagrees with you. That's only because, though, in a sense, Mr. Bean was quite not that Johnny English isn't child friendly, because it's something I watched growing up. It's something
Yeah,
you
I watched growing up. Yeah.
But Mr. Bean was in a way based off the cartoon that was for children.
Yeah.
So, like for example,
What came first? Was it the cartoon of the?
I'd imagine the cartoon. Oh yeah, I would imagine.
But it looks so
No.
But then it looks so lifelike.
Cartoon came after.
Cartoon came out in 2006, something like that. But the actual TV series came out 80s.
90s, is it? Not 90s.
The
80s.
TV series.
Yeah, the live action one.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, right.
That makes sense because I mean,
Yeah, but
I was thinking Mr.
even
Bean the
still-
cartoon looks so much
Even
like.
still, it probably, even though it might have been back then, now, like the live action TV series wouldn't have been something that a parents might have sat down and watched. Whereas, for example, I could go, oh, there's a film I want to watch. You know, the new Johnny English is coming out. My mum might go, I want to see that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got a larger audience in the sense that it's Rowan Atkinson at his best.
Yeah, and it's bringing back memories because you probably went to go watch it with your mum in the cinema when you were little as well.
I remember my friend bought me the free box, the box set.
I remember for my 12th, I think my 12th birthday, first year of high school. I went with all my mates from high school.
Oh, you were a cool kid.
And I was like, yeah, we're going to watch Johnny English, whatever, Redemption, whatever it was. And
can we Google that? Can someone Google
Johnny
that?
English Reborn.
That was it,
Reborn.
Reborn.
Oh, yeah,
We knew it was
Reborn.
something with an R.
Rowan Atkinson.
And now we're about to see the third one, aren't we?
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
to back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I remember it was my friend bawling out crying because he's never been. He's never on his own before.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
It's going to be great.
It is going to be great. Other movies that are coming out, which looks really cool. It's called Bad Times at the El Royale. Have you heard about this?
I'm not sure. I think I might.
It's got Dakota Johnson, 50 Shades.
Oh.
Chris Hemsworth. I can't think who else.
It's an all-star cast.
No, it is, and then it's got Jeff Bridges.
Oh, okay.
He's in it, and basically it's about this. There's not much to it actually. You watch the trailer, you don't actually get that much information from it, but you just grasp that there's a hotel in split between California and Nevada. I think it is something like that, and yeah. But there's something else going on. So like the steward and the host actually can go. It's like where the mirrors are. Where the mirrors are in each room.
Yeah.
It's like a passageway. It's almost like a one-way mirror.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which is quite interesting. So it's quite scary in a way as well.
Yeah, that's kind of weird in a way.
That is. I think it'll be really good though. I think it'll be excellent.
Yeah. Right, what have you got next on the list?
I've got the Halloween remake.
Okay.
That's coming up very soon. The 19th of October. It's a bit weird. It's just like, once again, Mike Myers escapes from prison and then is set and he goes to kill the original girl who survived the first, the very first movie in the 70s. That girl is still about. She comes to attack him. There's one creepy bit that I showed you the trailer on before, with the door.
Oh, and then with the child.
Yeah, it's like you close the door, it just tries to shut the door and it won't shut.
And
it
she's
just
like,
just there.
and she's shank, 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 shank. Cross map.
Yeet.
Neighbours window across the road. Yeet.
Yeet.
Tomahawk. Okay, and before we go into TV, we're going to go and speak to someone with some experience in the film industry and someone with some experience in teaching it. Cue the VT. Good afternoon, thank you for coming to the 60-second scoop, Mr. Williams.
It's alright.
In the 60 seconds, you're going to have to answer as many of these questions as you can. If you succeed, you shall win a rather luxurious prize. Gang signs out. 60 seconds at the ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Indian or Chinese?
Chinese.
Favourite pizza topping?
Meat feast.
Same as Helen. Canon or Nikon?
Nikon.
Apple or Windows?
Apple.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
If you could move anywhere in the world, where would you move?
Japan.
Blackpool or Fleetwood?
Blackpool.
Blackpool Unfiled or Blackpool Safe?
Blackpool 6.
Matt or Dom? Please bear in mind I am sat across from you for the next question. Brad or Marcus?
Oh, Marcus.
Film or TV?
Film.
Favourite film?
Sound Music. Titanic.
Favourite director?
Pedro Almodovar.
What ship never docks in Liverpool? The Premiership. The Call Out or Retribution?
What?
The Call Out or Retribution?
What the hell are they?
My film and his film.
Oh, right, yeah. Your film.
Yes! And that's the end. Thank you for taking part. And you have actually managed to answer the most questions out of any contestant we have had on the show to date.
That's not the prize.
This is the prize, meaning you win the 60-second scoop official crown.
That's the prize.
Please wear it with pride.
Right, what camera am I on?
Any you like.
That's the prize.
Yeah, put it on.
Are you joking? That's 60 seconds. I'm never getting
That's for your desk. Like, you got to keep that on your desk. You got to let all the. You're lucky I didn't ask the Charlie or Mike question. That could have been there.
Mike.
Oh, there you go. You got that. There you go. We'll stick that in at the end anyway. We'll edit it in. We'll expose you.
Is that it? We done?
We're done. Thank you for taking part. I hope you enjoyed your time on the 60-second scoop.
Couldn't actually remember the name of your films. Call Out Retribution.
But you chose right anyway, so it's fine.
That's true. I know Marcus has called it convincing.
That's his film noir. But yeah.
Wait, which one? Oh yeah,
They're the
that was
fiction.
the
They're
fiction
where
film.
I blew the house up.
Marcus's fiction film is called Element 174.
That's it. Not the wrong way round on Facebook,
Not the
whatever it
wrong
was.
way round, I put it on Facebook.
And that's been the 60-second scoop. Thank you, and good night. I'm going to be talking about TV, in particular at the moment the BBC, which is, in my opinion right now, is quite underrated. I recently watched a series called The Bodyguard. It's got Richard Madden in it, the guy from Game of Thrones. He plays a character called Sergeant Nick Budd. We're instantly shown like the ideology and morality in the sense that Budd is put in this training situation with like bombers, like terrorists in. I know that's a trigger word, but terrorists in like suicide vests, and he manages to defuse the situation while keeping this woman alive.
Wow.
And it is a very gripping opening. It's like something I haven't witnessed in a long time. So then he's installed as the head of security for the Home Secretary, who's called Julia Montagu. Code name was Lavender. It's quite interesting. The audience are instantly left to question her, and the fact that we see Nick Budd, who is a head of security, googling and researching her, which shows that this man who's meant to be her security is even questioning her intentions. Someone who's close to her at all times. And like we see Richard Madden's experiences in Helmand in the war, in the army, and we see how he could be a potential threat to the Home Secretary, and it kind of leaves the audience guessing, can they trust him, can they not? They're following his perspective, but at the same time they're still unsure whether he's a trustworthy person. The visual effects are absolutely incredible. I was actually talking to you about this
show me the video, yeah.
Like, there's this one scene, without trying to give too much away, basically, there's this lorry driving and there's bullets hitting the windscreen. But if you go on the BBC and you actually type in the Bodyguard visual effects, there's like an interview with Richard Madden, he talks through the effects and stuff, and like, the shot of the actual windscreen is just completely blank, there's nothing shooting it in real time. Same with like the shot where the like glass in house windows explode. The actual shot is just completely flat. There's a flat composition, there's nothing going on. It's all done in post, the explosions rather than reflection, and the glass shatters. Which, sure, the explosion would be done in post, but you might imagine the glass would shatter in real time. There's also one scene as well. For anyone who watched it, if I said the words for the Thornton Circus scene, it's probably one of the most like engaging scenes in the whole series. Jed Mercurio, the creator, and obviously Thomas Vincent, the director, or like the main director throughout the series, it's like a sensational scene. The realism is absolutely incredible. But the reason I've picked The Bodyguard to talk about is because it makes the viewers intrigued as to what we are and aren't told by the media, which is something that actually leads back to gatekeepers, which are the people that basically control what we do and don't see within the media. So, for example, an example would be the Murdochs controlling Sky News. What we see is what they want us to see based off of their political agenda, basically.
Alright.
And for someone who likes to study films, like, I like to think that, like, if I watch TV series, I'm also, what some people might say is reading the series while you're watching it. So I pick up on these sort of things. And it kind of, there's this deeper meaning, which is me kind of, linking from one to the other. Like, you could look at, like, potential inside jobs such as 9/11, the JFK assassination, the moon landing potentially being fake. It's all what we are being shown from the media. And it just provides a deep meaning to show. Like, I've actually got some tweets here that I've just written down so I can read you. Just finished The Bodyguard, best series BBC have ever made. Finally watched The Bodyguard on BBC iPlayer. Everyone needs to watch it. Just finished The Bodyguard, and I must say it was amazing. One of the best things BBC has ever produced, in my opinion. Now, BBC have actually taken quite like a payload of criticism on the fact that they supposedly airbrushed reality in the use of lots of strong female protagonists, especially within government positions, because some people are saying that the reality of it is not as many women have as many powerful positions as is portrayed in the shows, as well as the show Killing Eve, which is actually something I started watching last night after reading these tweets, researching. And Killing Eve is also another amazing BBC series I highly recommend anyone watches it. Now, basically, the argument is that there's too many powerful leads and it's not realistic, but I disagree. Unfortunately, with what people are saying, I disagree. And I believe that in The Bodyguard, Julia Montagu, as the Home Secretary, represents this big step forward in the media compared to what we'd have seen maybe 50 years ago when films, TV series less so, but films had male protagonists. Women were used as sexual objects in films. objectification, sexism, masculinity was one of the biggest selling points in film. So for me personally, Julia Montagu, as well as Eve in Killing Eve, represents a huge step forward in terms of gender equality in government occupations and in the media industry.
Definitely, yeah.
And following with the female protagonists, I've actually got to mention honourable mentions to the new Doctor Who series.
Oh yeah,
Jodie Whittaker. I watched the first episode, and honestly, the performance was amazing. I wasn't so much of a fan of Peter Capaldi's performance as the Doctor, purely because I've been watching it since the Christopher Eccleston days as a child. And I just felt Doctor Who became too childlike in the sense that when I was younger and I watched it, I like to think that I was watching something that people older than me watch. It's quite exciting, it's quite gripping like that. And I feel like now the roles are reversed with Jodie Whittaker. I'm watching it and I feel like I'm watching something younger people are watching, but I'm enjoying watching it at the same time. And on that note, it's actually one of the first times like a major show on the BBC or the ITV has really focused in on the fact that there's a dyspraxic protagonist, which is quite a step forward in terms of things like that as well. In that we're following this story of this dyspraxic child, but he's like 22. 20 odd, yeah. But at the same time, it's a big step forward in the fact that they're showing things like this, and at the same time they're showing that because it is a show aimed at a younger audience. It's educating a younger audience in that just because someone has something like dyspraxia doesn't mean they're any different to anyone else.
It's kind of like it's also spotlighting, not in a bad way, but it's like shining a light on how people are being more aware of conditions such as dyspraxia and autism and stuff like that. It's also a good way to like try and get some information out there that it's okay to have these problems. It's not like you shouldn't be bullied for it or anything like that.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
It's a major. Again, the same with the Bodyguard and Killing Eve. It's a major step forward in the media, and for me right now, for someone who probably watches ITV, because I do love a good episode of Corrie, for someone who watches ITV normally more than BBC, this is the BBC up in their game majorly, in my opinion. These series are absolutely amazing. So to anyone watching at home, I cannot recommend Killing Eve, The Bodyguard, and Doctor Who anymore. They are incredible.
And make sure you go and watch Halloween if you're old enough, if you're over 18. Johnny English, obviously, it's gonna be a cracking film. Bohemian Rhapsody, it should have been up. It's already Rhapsody, not Rhapsody again. Keep saying it again. Bohemian Rhapsody, because that'll be just an amazing family fun. Maybe not 100%. Yeah, and then finally, Bad Times at the El Royale. If you like a bit of a old westerny kind of shootout kind of thing, that's probably the thing for you. That's what I recommend.
And over to Marcus for Marcus's Maths Meltdown.
Hello guys, and welcome to Mental Maths Meltdown. Joining me today, we've got Dom, Brad, and Matt. How are you guys doing today?
Good, yeah.
Decent.
I know we haven't done maths in probably at least 2 or 3 years. But
Yeah.
You all guys ready to do a bit of
Not really, but
brain training?
Oh, no.
That's good. Right.
can I ever play that on the DS?
Yeah, I got it.
That was real good, though.
Right, so today, the game is split into 3 parts. The first part is the first to answer. There'll be 10 questions, each is worth 1 point. I will award it to whoever I hear first. It's quite easy, okay? Easy questions, there's 10 of them.
Okay.
Part 2, there are 3 worded problems, each worth 3 points. If you think about it for a bit, this you can write stuff down if you want, you might not need to, and then the first to answer will be rewarded 3 points.
You can write stuff down or you can't?
You can for the second part, the first
For
part.
part 2, okay.
First bit you
For
can't.
part 3 is the big long maths problem.
Oh, yay.
So you have a really long maths problem, you get 5 minutes to answer it, and whoever answers it at the end will receive 7 points.
Sound good?
Okay?
Oh, God.
Sweetness.
Yep.
Let's do some maths. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I love maths.
I love maths.
First to answer. 2 plus 2.
3.
Right, there we go.
Point. Do I have to write my points down?
You can if you want, that'd be good.
Put a tally there. Go on, I did maths.
6 times
12.
36.
Head
No.
on, head on.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
done.
Ah. Took me second then.
12 questions.
4.
Oh, that was
Well, that was
quick.
very quick.
Oh, I didn't even read it.
Equals 4.
4.
15 times
7.
7. Nicely done, Matt. He's on fire today.
He's been practicing. He's been practicing.
Right, next
I don't
one.
want to think about.
43 plus 19.
152. 42. 142.
141.
Brad, there we go. Nicely done, guys. Right, next one.
I mean, it's only my fourth guess.
Tizzy went before.
4.
Done.
Wow.
Nicely done. Score of 81.
9.
Square of 69 is 8 something, right?
Score of 169.
Oh my god.
14.
80. 8.
13.
Done, there we go.
3.
I was trying to think of that song.
29 plus 34.
65.
63. 63.
Brad, there we go. Nicely done.
I'm so excited.
1, 2, 3 plus 4, 5, 6.
Oh my god.
Oh, why have you done this? It's not 1,000, is it? No, it's not. 579.
Brad, there we go.
Whoa.
Nah.
Oh!
I got 4.
I did really well
I
there.
got 2.
Okay, so the second part, I want you to have a little bit of a think. So this one you get, you can obviously not, well it's first to answer, but you can probably look.
Can we write it down on this one, yeah?
Yeah.
You can write it down if you really need to. Okay,
Okay.
ready? Let's do some maths. Matt earns money pushing trolleys into if he pushes 35 trolleys every half an hour, how many trolleys does he push in a 6-hour shift?
71, 2, 3, 1, okay.
195.
Oh, you put 7, 21, 28,
Have I done that wrong?
35. Oh, 430? Oh, no, I know. I just added all the sevens up. 43. I don't do maths, do I? I swear that's right. Oh, wait, I've been stupid. It's 7. I've added an 8.
Keep going, keep going.
372.
Nope.
7,
no.
14, 21,
35. Every half an hour.
28. No, why do I... No, 20. I was right. 7, 21, 28. 35. 42.
It's not
42.
It's not
420.
420.
420.
Oh, I got it.
I was
then.
10 off every
Well
time.
done, Dom, nicely done. That's 3 points to you. Okay,
I told you.
Mate, you don't know what a...
okay, ready for the next one?
Okay.
Oh, 420, he knows about it.
Let's do some maths. Bradley is given 40 quid to spend on food for the bar.
Oh, now you're asking why what I buy at the
This
food.
year, how many microwave
Hey,
meals did she buy?
We don't microwave meals. Everything is made from scratch. Can we get this right?
Okay, sorry.
Thank you. How many microwave meals could she buy? When each cost $2.50.
I don't know.
How am I meant to know that?
You've got paper and you've got enough time to figure it out.
250 times 10. Right, that's 10. Double that. You can't afford that, but can you afford 5?
We need an answer soon, guys.
Yep, give me a second. 13.
16.
13.
Matt, there we go.
How'd you get 16?
Nicely done. You can always figure it out.
Two times you do 2 point. You do 2 and a half. 2 and a half.
He's fine, he's fine. I'm
times
asking.
2. No times. Yeah, times 2. That makes £5.
Okay.
And then you do it by.
Because I got you could have 10 and then you could have.
Matt, I would have done the same thing.
I wonder why he was asking me what I bought when I went for a shop at work. I thought that's a weird question.
Okay, last of the worded problems. You ready?
Ready?
Do some maths. Dominique has to deliver 21 papers Monday, 36 papers Tuesday, 18 papers Wednesday, 36 papers Thursday, with no papers on Friday. Considering 180 papers must be delivered in the week for Dominique to be paid, how many papers must Dominique deliver during the weekend?
Oh my gosh, right. What?
Well, I didn't even understand the question, never mind the numbers involved. 9. What have I just done?
That's not right. So
69.
Yep, there we go, that's Brad. 3 points to Brad, nicely done.
That's the first one I got right, I think.
Okay.
wait,
Next
oh,
one.
do you get 3 points for one of those?
3 points for each one of those, yes?
Oh, 3. Okay, I need to add 2
3 for each
more.
of the worded problems, okay? Right, last one. Part 3.
Scare.
Get your year 7 maths head on, guys.
Oh no.
Oh, you know I didn't do any maths.
We've got a big
Yeah,
problem,
does it
big
not-
long problem.
I got
I don't know how
4.
long that's been for me and Dom.
Right.
You're on.
I'm
We're in a
like...
century.
It's like
So for each of you, you'll have 5 minutes each to complete the problem. And at the end of the problem, whoever's answered it correctly receives 7 points.
Okay, let's go.
5 minutes on the timer. Let's do some maths. Go.
Holy
Oh my
Jesus.
lord, I never did this in year 7.
Does that mean minus or does that mean divide?
That's divide.
Just checking, just checking. It's been a while, alright? Is it under 100? No, it can't be because if I've got the. Can you tell me if this is right so far?
No.
Because actually, I think I've got.
How
the
long is it
first.
left?
We have got 30 seconds
I
remaining.
can't do that. I can't do that in 30 seconds. I've got the first side. I'm happy with myself. No, I haven't. I haven't because I don't know how. Does anyone know how to do long division?
I have no answer.
20 seconds.
Give it up. Don't do it like that.
Well, let's go. I need to get the answer for that. And the first side done.
You need to do it.
I think.
that.
No, this one.
That's
10,
not division. That's
9, 8,
It is.
7,
That's the first side. If you can work it out, we've got the first.
4, 3, 2, 1,
420.
and that's the end of your time, guys.
Do it. Come on, do it.
That's the end of your time.
No, it's
I
not.
need an answer
It's
from all
not.
of you.
4,300.
Okay, Brad, what's your answer?
Did you get it?
No.
What's your answer?
Do it time.
Let him go first.
Mark,
No,
what's your answer?
no,
No, you
Mark,
go
what's your
first.
answer?
You
Mark,
go
what's your
first.
answer?
Me.
Brad, yeah.
100.
Mark, what's your answer?
101.
314.
Okay, right. We're going to progress through and I'll show you the steps of how to solve it, okay?
Was I right then? I'd got
Look at that top of your
1,344 divided by
the-
816. Is that anywhere near?
What's the answer?
Right, let's go.
For the first side.
We're going to progress you through the steps of how you do it.
Right, go on.
So, you see the
Yeah.
marks on the brackets? So,
Hey, I think I got that.
Hey, I was pretty close, you know.
Okay,
I got 54.
Then you simplify.
I ran out of room on the paper.
Oh no, I did that weird bit.
Right, there you go.
Oh, I had 816 rather than 802.
Right, okay. Next step, so you just simplify.
Okay, I was nowhere near on the top though.
401 over 802 times 84.
This was not a year 7 maths question, by the way.
A half of 84
Yeah, but he's probably in top set.
is 42.
How is it?
There's an alternative method of finding a
Fuck,
minute.
doesn't mean
Tim, is that
That's
it?
where I got the
Who's
420
the alternative,
from.
guys?
I was closest.
What did you get?
100.
Matt, what did you get?
300 and something. I made it up.
And he got thousands.
I got 4,300.
Did I win?
Is it
No, there is
14?
an alternative method and it's quite an important method, okay?
Did I
Yeah.
win?
Method.
Watch this. It was done really easily.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, of course it
Come on.
is.
Yeah, there we go.
Did I win?
If you'd have known that, then you would have got the answer correct. Well, that's the end of Mental Math Meltdown. Thank you all for playing. Would you like to tell me your points?
Oh, how many points was that in question? Because I was
7.
the nearest.
Right, because you got the nearest and the actual answer, I will give you 1.
Oh, I'll take one. It's better than I had.
How many do you have done?
I've got 7 points altogether.
Okay, Matt?
What, 5?
I got 8! Did I win maths?
Yeah, well, that's Brad winning the Mental Math Meltdown.
Yeah.
Told you I could do maths. No one believed
Okay.
me. All
Well,
put me
that's
down.
the end of this skit.
I got a
thank you for
4 at
watching.
GCSE and it's a lie. It's a lie. I want it
Studios.
remarking. I want it
Back to the
remarking.
studio.
Well, that was Mental Maths Meltdown, and now you're joined by me and Dom, and we're going to talk a bit about one of the best cars I think of this year. That's been released.
100%.
Do you want to introduce us to it?
We've chosen the Bugatti Chiron, probably the best supercar on the planet at the moment. Not to say the least that it's the most expensive
I know.
supercar on the market.
What's the price then?
It ranges from 2.4 million to 3.2
I
million.
know, that's considering supercars, that's not horrific.
No, but it's that's for standard 2 million, no.
Oh, yeah.
So no.
what other editions are there?
There's the it's called the 16 Sport or something like that, and it only comes in red and grey.
That must be good.
That's
that must be good.
I think that's 2.5 million, but it's out of our.
You can't forget the Lego one.
Oh no, the Lego Technic one.
There's that.
There's
they
that.
also remade the entire.
Oh, have they really? Oh, right, fair enough. I did not know about that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
if I don't know if you can Trafford Centre on there or something, but
Oh,
no,
right.
obviously because we're obviously too old to go to Lego shop.
Yeah.
Obviously. No, but they've released the Technic Chiron, but they did a PR stunt for it where they physically remade the Chiron out of Lego, and I don't think it goes as fast because I don't think we could have crammed everything into it, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, but they only made 500,
And the first 200 sold out 3 years earlier when they released the order statement for it.
No.
So
that's what it's like. I didn't think it'd be like that with supercars, but obviously you tell them they're going to be released in 3 years. And then
and especially a limited amount of them as well. You definitely, these millionaires and billionaires want to get their hands on them as soon as possible. So yeah.
Imagine sitting at home thinking, oh, I've just bought a car that I'm not going to get for 3 years.
Yeah,
and then your wife just sat there like, this $2.5 million you've just spent on a car. Where is it?
yeah. You have to wait 3 years. But I think with the stats though that come alongside it, it's definitely worth the wait. So I mean, for normal customers that buy the car, so look at Ronaldo, the football player. He bought one, but the Bugatti had to limit the road-going customer cars to 235 mile an hour. Not saying that's slow, but it is. It's compared to its 261 top speed mile an hour for test drivers. It's
Well, the thing is with the Chiron, because it's so ridiculously fast, it can only hit 261 because there's only tyres made for a car to go that speed. They've said that it could hit up to 310 mile an hour, but because no tyres exist that will support a car going 310 mile an hour yet, then.
But the engine that's making it go to that speed is an 8-litre quad turbocharged V16 engine, right mounted at the back.
V16.
It has 10 radiators and it's just massive. But there is a downside to Bugatti. They've been they've lied to us in the marketing side of things. They said it's exactly 1,500 horsepower, and it's actually 1,479. So they've robbed us of 21 horsepower there. So that's
21 horsepower is a third of a Volkswagen Polo.
Yeah.
60.
Right.
Yes. Right. So I've made a bit of a list here of things that we can compare the Bugatti Chiron to. The first one is the Pagani. You know how to say it? Huayra, which has a top speed of 238, which is slightly faster than the Bugatti.
Yep, standard,
but not as fast as the maximum 261.
No.
The next two I've measured it against Lamborghini Centenario 2016 and the Aventador 2012. When I looked at these, I was expecting them to be a lot faster.
Oh yeah, well yeah. But then when they came out, though, they were the fastest cars. They were some of the fastest cars in the world, apart from the Veyron. The Bugatti Veyron was out at that time.
What top speed was that?
That did 260. They managed to get 260 out of
Well, I mean, they've made a much newer car. So far,
yes.
261. So 1 mile an hour with a brand new car.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got the Aventador at 220 and the newer Centenario at 217.
Yep.
Which, I mean, to be fair, the Centenario looks pretty good.
But it's the way that Centenario gets to that speed.
Yeah.
Like 0 to 60 is like 2.8 seconds, and that's just mental. So it's
what's
not.
What's 0 to 60 in the Chiron?
I think it's 3.2. So, but they're coming up with a way of lowering it so it does it in 2.6 seconds.
That's
so,
good. Right, another cars I've got here. The two cars that I've seen that are faster than the Chiron are the Koenigsegg Agera RS.
Yes, that set earlier this year the land speed record for a road-going car at 284.55 mile an hour.
That is
which is ridiculously fast.
Now, imagine driving around at that speed.
9 miles straight in Nevada, I think it was, along the road, and they closed it off all day, and it did 2 runs, and they took it an average, so it actually hit 292 or something overall, but they had to put the second run, which was about 270, so they averaged it.
That's a bit annoying.
They averaged it.
It's clearly hit 290.
Yeah,
so they should have just said it's 290. Another one, which isn't as fast, but was the early set record. When did it set the record?
That's the Venom.
Yeah, the Hennessy.
The Hennessy Venom set the record 2011 or 12. But it was to rival the Bugatti Veyron. But when I heard that had beaten the Bugatti Veyron, I was thinking, well, no car will ever outdo the Hennessy Venom. But Koenigsegg managed to do it.
Yeah, I know. I really want to see. In fact, we'll play the 9 mile speedrun now. The one car that I wanted to compare it to was the 2003 Volkswagen Polo.
Oh yeah, well when that gives you a top speed of 134, I mean from a 60 horsepower 3-cylinder car, I'm sorry, it's a good speed. It's a good speed.
And the two more vehicles I've done is a Kestrel FGA Plate 1 Harrier. Which, to be honest, I was kind of hoping that the Chiron will be faster, but a Harrier is 545 mile an hour top speed, so that's like just under half. Actually, no, what is that? 260? No, that's over half. Never mind.
It is.
No, Chiron's under half of that. And then the next one is Brad Petiso running.
That you saw earlier.
On the 15 setting of a treadmill, which is about...
That's full sprint near enough. We're better now.
I would love to see you outrun a Chiron.
Oh, with ease.
and honestly, I'm a bit curious whether Brad could run out a Chiron.
It'd be nice. I think if we could get the sponsorship, Bugatti, if you're looking or watching, if we can get the sponsorship, Brad is more than happy to take part in that.
That would be brilliant.
Yeah.
The Bugatti can go.
Bugatti. He still can't get it right.
Bugatti can go versus how fast I can run over there and drop kick Mark.
Yeah. There we go. That'd be interesting. Right. I think we have a little intermission here.
We're going to go to Dom's Drive, where he's going to do a review of it's not a Chiron, but it's still a really good car. And
it is pretty fast, don't worry.
Got to review now. What's on Dom's Drive?
Let's go, lose control. Slip aside on the dance floor. Let's go, lose control.
Psych!
Hello, I'm Dom and welcome to my drive. Today I have this beautiful sea breeze blue coloured Polo, and it's 2003 model, so it's very special.
Ooh, what horsepower's it got?
Oh, well, you see that's the thing. It's got a staggering 60 horsepower, so you know it's pretty fast. Oh hey, welcome to the inside of this magnificent vehicle. On this premium kit you get this instrumental piece here, which has many features, such as this beautiful cassette player, and it has many features such as it can play cassettes and more cassettes.
Are these your glasses in here? Yeah?
Oh yeah, these are these were left over from last night. They actually improved my eyesight very well. Lovely.
Let's go, lose control. Slip aside on the dance floor.
It really is a masterpiece.
Such a masterpiece of a car. Impressed with the way it's driving and handling.
It's just beautiful.
Alright.
Right, and then we'll spin it around. Down here.
Are you ready for this?
Nice little bit of a test drive of the 2003 Polo. I'm impressed. Out of 10, what would you rate the car overall?
Oh, nah.
10. Good one, solid rating.
Here on Dom's Drive, back to the studio.
Let's go, control, slip aside on the dance floor.
Oh dear, back for some dinner now.
Well, that was good.
That was exciting.
Right, last thing, well, kind of last thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, yeah.
The Xbox season. Oh my God, this
it's mental this year.
Yeah,
it is.
I remember watching the E3 of Xbox, and they released Horizon 4.
Horizon 4.
Which, to be honest, we were expecting because they do them every other year.
Yeah.
when I first saw that trailer, I've never like nearly cried at anything in my life.
Gosh, I mean, the fact that they've done it in Scotland now, in Britain, and the detail to what they've done is. We are not reviewing Fortnite, Brad. It's a dead trend. No, it is very, very. The attention to detail in Forza Horizon 4 is pretty mad. I was driving around on one of my friend's Xboxes in Edinburgh, and the monuments in the castle, the detail is mega. I like it.
Well, it was a change from Horizon 3, which did it in Australia, because they was. Well, I don't really know what Australia looks like, but they had the city and they had the beaches, they had the outback, they had the mountain things.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it personally.
No.
And they had Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels was a letdown. It was no.
But some people do like it, but in terms of the reviews I've seen, in my opinion, it's average.
Yes.
If good.
But what I am looking forward to in Horizon 4 is obviously the Chiron, which we've been talking about.
Oh yeah,
during this. Yeah.
Horizon 4, and it's just such.
And a couple of other brand new cars that are added to the game.
McLaren,
the McLaren's.
Senna.
The Senna,
McLaren
and
Senna.
they're also McLaren's 765S, something like that. 6. Oh, I don't know. There's so many different numbers and names.
So many different numbers.
But no, it's going to be a good game because of the detail, and it'll be familiar to us knowing that it's in Britain. So
yeah.
And I like the way they've stuck to driving on the left-hand side of the road, like they did in Horizon 3.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the makers of Horizon, the makers of Playground Games,
yeah,
they are UK and they're all Scottish.
Yeah.
So of course it was. I think what was the first one? The first one was Colorado.
Yeah.
Was it in Europe?
It was Europe. It was France, I think. Southern France, I think it was.
Oh,
yeah.
It can.
Yeah.
And then third one Australia now with hometown.
Scotland.
4th time lucky. But as I was playing it, they've not, in terms of UI and stuff like that, there's not much change from Horizon.
No, I mean the gameplay is ever so slightly different, and there are little changes that you notice when you drive it. So, like, say if you're like me and you go far too fast around bends, you've got the walls, the stone cobble walls that are famous in Scotland. You crash through them easily. That's funny. I think that's good because then you don't smack him, into the wall and you have to start again. So I think that's good, and the map's a lot bigger than Horizon 3. It is bigger than Horizon 3. I'm down for that. In the rallying stages, I'm happy with that. So
they've done the motorway drag strip, not drag strip, but you know how they've
the motorways, longer tunnels.
Yes.
I can't wait for that.
I don't know. Was there any tunnels in Horizon?
There was one on the way out of the city.
I don't remember.
But far left hand side, but it was very, very short.
I don't remember it. Honestly, I really don't.
Right.
Because I must clearly not good at
No.
What else is about Horizon 4? One last thing about Horizon 4 that everyone, and literally everyone, won't shut out is the new seasons.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. I think because I don't know when they're going to alternate that. Because if I'm driving, my Chiron, say, through the forest area, I don't want to be in spring. It's all nice, dry, few leaves on the ground, but then it just changes to winter, and I'm skidding all over the place.
I think that is annoying, but.
Yeah.
I think what they've done is they've realised, some people get annoyed at that. Because they do automatic season changes weekly.
Yeah.
So it's good because I think they've done it so you can still play it in single player, and you can. I don't know if you can pick your own seasons. You haven't really looked at that.
Well, hopefully you can. But anyway, I think that just about that.
That just about wraps Horizon 4. Yeah. It's going to be a brilliant game along with other Xbox games, including not Fortnite, not Fortnite,
not Fortnite at all. Yes, and
Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 is another one I'm looking forward to. Yes. All platforms. That's the end of our podcast. To finish off, we're going to cut to Brad singing his own freestyle song.
Yes, that's for our entertainment purposes and the credits.
This is the end of the show song by Rabatisa. She's got to have that fire in that. Now we're at the end of the show about films, TV, cars. You now all know. Today on the cast we've had Matt with film. Nothing reminds me of film, so we'll go to Dom. Dom talked about all his cars. I hope he doesn't forget his Tom, because he doesn't know his directions very well. Marcus used way too much hair gel. I talked about lots of shows, way too many, everybody knows. No one likes media theory other than me. That's why I took Film and TV. Thanks for watching, everybody. Freestyle Brad Pat mixtape coming soon.